Okay, good.
I've been a failure, I've been a success. I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day.
Are you worthy of death?
I didn't tell you to turn now.
Go put it back on.
Hundreds of opponents. All and thousands of strikes exchanged. They forged his spirit. Every moment of every fight accumulating over time, engraved into his very being. This is how he remembers each battle. Savage demon gods, innumerous. Their deafening silence. It speaks of the ferocity of a fight to the death.
Japan.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Ready.
I'm not gonna lose.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. There's a corner switch. Player one with the life lead. The toss-up connects. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find a way to win again. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Nails the anti-air. Demon raid? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Burnout activates. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Going in? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. That's a little KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Japan.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Is it Bob?
Hope you're ready.
Could be.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
I don't know. Father.
Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Burnout is driven. Knockdown. Is this super connect? KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps up. Great work finding the opening. Player one can't let their drive gauge work. They need to find a way to reset this experiencing burnout. Player one will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen here? Player one holding on to that flawless run. They got him so quick. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Watching to watch Dragon Ball Z.
Japan.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Let me have some fun. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Starts with a jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides. No go for the throw. Sticks the combo. Right knee is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart to throw heavy for the win. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Long low attack hits. Gotta be careful not to whip at this time. Knocks them into the corner in a hurry. Going in. Beaten raid. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. In there! Player one took no time to finish that fight.
USA. Make it a scrappy fight. Japan.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Ready.
Hope you'll put up a fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Finds the mark. Goes for the throw. What is he thinking? Player one is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive ends with a projectile. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Hustled in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Grabs them. You will gain control of the match. It's a big gamble, and this on a raw super. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. It's a good spot to use the super. Connects with me, delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Both life and super in there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Japan.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a chance with that jump. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. This is the perfect range to reach our antagonist. Taking stock. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still have the chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. The pressure is so intense here. In a dire situation, this can't end the throw, ends the round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Keeping them away. Side switch in the corner, brushes that off and keeps going. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on. Burnout untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player one took no time to finish that fight.
Japan.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Give me your best shot!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Gets a chance with that jump in. Starts with a jump in. Player one chases them down. Throws them to negate the block. With the life gap opening up, they use a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Spends the gauge on the drop. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Play forward jump there to start. Demon guillotine crushes. Sees him coming and jumps it off with a super arm. Still slugging it up. Just goes for it at this range. Orbital hit. Kuma looking to play hide and seek. Going in. Uses the target combo as a filler. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Crowns him from a flatline zone. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
USA. Carry the ball. Japan.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Ready.
Do you believe me?
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Takes a trip with the life gap open KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Going for the jump in to start. The super doesn't hit. The jump in catches, brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps up, takes a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. Now, can they finish the job? Off the reposition. Medium pitch hit. Knockdown and... Oh, says no to the impact. Charges forward. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 is in a very good spot. Huge hit after that wall splash. Doesn't touch the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Japan.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
I'll take on all of you.
God, already tell.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
I need you to go.
Well-timed command throw. Player 2 with the life lead. Gets a chance at that jump in. With a command grab.
Oh, that's cool.
Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 creates a good nose for the super arm. What'll happen here? Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Not much life left. The drive gauge difference to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 wins the first round without riding a huge wave of momentum. Goes for the jump into start. They were right to be on guard there. Nice double. There he is. Burnout activated. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping at this range. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Target locked and spoofed. Use the super. No hook up the flip without experience end. Life lead is the... This is gonna hurt. Great headbutt. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Japan.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Ready. I'm number 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. Knockdown. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes for the jump in to start the round. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jump. Oh, they're in the corner now. There's no running away. Gets scooped from down low. Risky up-close scrap still going. There's a change of sides. What'll happen here? So, player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can keep going on the offensive. What'll be the excellent read? Player 2 overhead. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
It's the winning. It's winning. cats.
This was like 10, 12.
Damn, really?
Go in the front.
Yeah, going up.
Japan.
Of course, everyone's matching right. Or
Can you have phone for a second?
You seem to revel in this.
hey,
Again, that smile. You make light of a fight to the death?
You must feel it through my fists. How every ounce of my being is... Am I wrong? And I sense it in you too. From the moment we clashed, you're also reveling in this fight.
You shall not make a mockery of me.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Ready yourself.
This will be a big fight.
Here we go. What are these?
oh, I'm sorry, Leonard. You can't take my spot though.
Fighter's going to do?
You will regret this.
Starts with a jumping. Difficult situation for a throw.
There you go. Yummy.
Go for the throw. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Coming through. And break forward to pressure the opponent. KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Still slugging it out at this range. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. With breather, both fighters are working with a low SA gauge, but that may not deter them from going on the attack. Knockdown and... Nice counter. Jump, solid as I am. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Charging up the plasma. Throws him from afar. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Open, this is gonna hurt. Who's going to steal this win? Demon place kick. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Shakes things up with a fireball. Player one has a super gauge. Burnout activates. Raw super hard incoming. Player one is looking at a good drive rush. Launches them with a high kick. took it down to the wire.
9, 8, 6. We battle until we're both dead. Ready.
The fight's now underway. This is with the play-by-play. Throw hit. Gets a chance at that reduction. What's the play here? Player 1 can't let their drive lead. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Pressuring them in the corner. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. From up above. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready for this super uppercut? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Ends with a projectile. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Going in. Player 1 will need to play burnout trigger. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Drive sets up with the jump-ins. Can they create an opportunity in there? That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
The man known as Akuma. Fists with ambitions so great, they seek to soar beyond the very heavens. Where will this path of strife take him?
Thanks for playing. Congratulations.
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger.
Akuma. Lena.
I'm tired of playing the sidelines. Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to heat up for the fight of my life.
Let's
Show
dance
what
at
I
the
got,
flag.
'cause you know that it's my time. Drop till I fall, boy.
Japan.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that double. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Can't tech the throw. The life gap opening up. They need to lean hard on their driving. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Good job escaping that dangerous corner. jump?
Way to putting those educated things to good use.
Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. What'll happen is they're going for the super arc. The throw missed. KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Jesus is.
That was incredible.
You're very peculiar, young woman.
Peculiar. You're one to talk. Everyone talks about how terrifying you are, but you were nice enough to fight with me.
I simply answer the call of those willing to wager their life in battle. Nothing more, nothing less.
Huh? I wasn't looking to fight to the death. We're friends, aren't we?
The way you fight emanates the very force of life. It stands in opposition to the intent to take a life, and yet wield it without resolution. They both lead to the same end.
They're the same, you say? Taking a life and giving life? Fighting and living? I can feel you're trying to teach me a very important lesson. But what? Okay, I'm going to figure this out. This calls for a journey. Perhaps meeting more people is just what I need to make sense of this.
Boys!
Italy.
Boys!
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for...
Silence!
Time for us to dance.
Give me your best shot.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Lots of aggression from both sides. The throw hits. Now the front begins. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juice advantage. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
Hey, did you buy anything?
Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to negate the block. Charges forward.
Aria!
Misses a super arc.
You need to watch your mouth!
With meteor ball. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Both fighters planning something? Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. In there! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
USA.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Time for us to dance.
You call, I answer.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Shows the overhead. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few rolls in. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Cornflake? Oh, oh.
They both showed their hands a little bit.
No,
They
it's
must be thinking
not.
of a counter. The jump in catches them. The throw missed. Player one will look to apply pressure here. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Jumps in. Kinda making them look silly in this target mode. Both fighters planning something? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive move now. Not the full burnout trigger. Player one in there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
USA. Make it a scrap heap. Fight! USA.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? No go for the throw. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Can't tech the throw. Gets the jump in. Gets the counter hit throw. Right in there. Neither of them willing to back off. Taking stock. Goes for the super. Player one creates blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around and the throw ends the round. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
Want toast and coffee.
She does. Where's the vinegar? How much of it do you need? Well, that depends. Anybody here got a bun in the oven? Oh, when? Close enough? I'm just saying, 4 tablespoons, and going to spontaneous labor. How do you think I got your father to evacuate? It's no joke. Tom was choking the stuff. It's like passing a frozen turkey. Patrick was just the opposite. Just fell out like a cookie. Pistachio your favorite? I don't have favorites. If I did, I wouldn't tell you. Would you ever disown any of them? Your children? I don't own anybody. There was a war that took care of that. But I'm curious. What would it take for you to really cut the cord? What if you found out that one of your grandkids was, like, plotting to sell a family heirloom and use the money to buy drugs?
If anybody I was related to was that deranged, then yes, our family tree would get some serious praying. Writing a story or something?
Yeah. Something like that. That's why she went down to Georgia. To get her to change that will. Allison. And then she must have rubbed it in Jason's face the night that she disappeared. That's why he killed her.
Wait, what are you talking about? And be very careful what you say.
We should be going to the police right now.
Spencer, we're not going to the police about this, ever.
Why are you protecting Jason?
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm protecting myself. Okay, I could be disbarred just for touching that woman.
So why would you do it? Why would you break the law for them?
It's complicated.
No. Why? What does the De Laurentiis family have on us?
I think I've answered enough questions for one night.
Close forward, but like so. Everything up until now. And
Did you want me to go make the coffee? Come on.
everything from here on out is so vital. I'm in the spin zone.
I want to go down there. I want to make
breather.
it.
When the horn hits, using the target combo as a filler. From up there, hits the back. Burnout activates. Player 1 gets thrown for it at this range. Player 2 is working with a better defense and leaves some big damage. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Excellent, right on the horn. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Time to erase you.
The fight's now underway. This is with the play-by-play. Check with the projectile. There's a corner shot. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Gets a chance with that jumping. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Close them. What's next? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Will that drive impact get punished? Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Closing the... Oh, burnout triggers. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2.
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Sticks the jump in. Jumps up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the they're going for the super art? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter. Lands the back throw. Time to go to work. Super clutch corner spin. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Jumps. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. A quick breather. Are we going to see a comeback here? Hits the what a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Time for us to dance.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the command grab. Still slugging it out. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Whoa! Opens up with a super arm. Did they see an opening? Not shy with the grab. Goes for the jump in. What's their game plan? Charges forward. Player 1 uses the gauge for a super. Meteor volley scores some damage. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 is in a throw zone. Are they going to be able to come the crowds them from above? Both fighters planning something just what they were after. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
USA. Carry the ball. Nice shot.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
An honor, to be sure.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The cross-up grip. Starts with a jump in. Cross-up connect. The life gap opening up. They need to lean hard on their drive. Keeps it up. Combo into super. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That's not gonna hit. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Going in. Player 1. Burnout activates. Goes for the jump in. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Are we going to see a comeback here? Both fighters Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Time for us to dance.
Bring the heat.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Using the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Decides to go in with the target combo. Uncomfortable space. Can they clip each other on the edge? A chance at that jump in. Player 1 chases him down. Takes a trip. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Will they try to finish? Oh, burnout trigger. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jump. Rips the slasher out. It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Gets the jump in. Neither neither of them willing to back off. Gets the jump in. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Drive gauge gap here. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Ooh, what a smart blow! Knockdown and noticeable life lead with forward rush. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Japan.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
I'm number 1!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a chance at that jump. Player 1 chases him down. Very solid punishment. Sticks the jump in. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 and a super activation. Looking for some juicy damage. Taking stock. Goes for the invincible special. They were confident that would hit. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big blow, something heavy. Throws them to negate the block. Big opportunity coming. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be this? Uses the gauge for the neutral. Meteor volley scores some damage. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Smart play with the throw. Afraid of putting those educated feet to this is gonna hurt. A quick breather. Player's excellent block. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Noticeable luck distance. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
It hurts.
Japan.
Hello! I've come here to learn from you. About giving life and taking...
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
This was a good fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Difficult situation for a throw. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Taking stock. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Life lead opens up. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate W. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Knocks down with the horn. Anti-air drop. A super arc. Still slugging it out at this range. Elena making him look silly with his target on. Hadouken. A quick breather. Jumps up. Are they going to be able to come back? This is going to hurt. What's next? Oh man, this is a scary range. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Dark meets them and ends. Who's going to steal this win? Drops them hard. Shakes things up, sets up with the jump in. They're in lane. We're gonna see a jump in. Oh, here we go. This is gonna hurt. We're gonna see some What? Has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
That Elena. Just when I found out she had come back to Japan after Seoul, she gets into a fight with someone who looks straight out of an action movie. Are you okay?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be? I learned something very important. Hey, Ryu. Taking life and giving it. How they're the same, but different. I think I understand it a little bit better now. And it's thanks to fighting you. Perhaps this is how you and Akuma are.
Me and Akuma?
Yep. You're totally different from each other, but I can feel that somewhere deep inside. That's why I hope that one of these days you'll settle your differences and be friends.
Friends?
Of course. I mean, both of you are my friends, so I'd love for you two to be buddies.
You want us to be what? You are one peculiar young woman.
Funny you should say that. Akuma said the same thing to me, too. See? You two are one and the same.
Thanks for playing. Congratulations!
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger. Cause you know I'm doing die with this. Journey started young. Smart choice.
China.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
We gotta do this. Come on.
I'm not gonna lose.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Get the chance without jumping.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Definitely saw that counter coming. The combo's there. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Neither of them willing to back off. That's some big decent damage on that counter. Takes a trip. The pressure is some snipes out there.
Alright, I don't play you no more.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A Blade forward jump there to start. So how will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Strings it all together. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Right kick for a mix. Drive gauge is looking bad. What'll they do now? Blocks the impact. This is a tough situation to be in with no drive for both fighters. Just goes for it in this way. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Still slugging it out at this range. The exchange blows. Quick breather. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Anti-air into one. Target combo into burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Yoshida, player one is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major solid anti-air. Player two is in a very good spot now. Sees the overhead coming. Both sides getting ready. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Okay, will this super art do anything? This is gonna hurt. Looking for a hold. A real test of nerves here. An overhead denied.
Fuck your mouth.
Low kick. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to